Hello everyone and welcome to another Java video. In this video, we're going to be using arrays and finding the smallest largest value in an array. We're going to write a Java program that prompts the user to enter 10 integer values and store them in an array. The program should then find and print the largest and the smallest value in that array. So let's get started. We're going to have our import scanner down here just so that you can see better. And here we go. First, I'm going to say that we're going to have an integer array called nums. And we're going to initialize it to 10 values, initializing an array with 10 integer slots. Perfect. We have our scanner ready, and we know that we're going to have 10 values, so we can say that for I in range, for I is equal, integer I is equal to 0, and while I is less than 10, I plus plus, this will loop 10 times. All right, let's get our user input. So we can say that string input is equal to sc.next line. Just output println enter a number like that. We should do a prompt, and this is the entering 10 values, integer values, sorry, in our nums array. All right, and then once that input, we need a value. So we're going to say that int value is equal to integer, parse int, convert that input into an integer, and then we can say nums at 0. Nums at I, because I is going to represent our indices values, is set to value semicolon, like so. Perfect. Awesome. So after these lines of code, we'll have 10 values stored in our nums array. So let's see how that looks. We can say that system.out.println. We can output our nums like that. Let's see if that works. Java C. Video 30.java. Java video 30. We're going to have, let's just say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, we're getting the memory address of where our array is located, but we should be able to see each value by running a for each loop. We can say int I comes from our nums. We can do system.out.println I. That. So if we were to compile and run this again, we can go 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, 9, 2, 6, 5, 3, like that, and we get to have all these values like so. Perfect. So we can have a system.out.println the values in our array. What we can do is just use a print statement, and I can have something like that. And afterwards, we can do system.out.println an empty space like so, just to show you what that looks. And close literal. Oops, this should be multiple quotation marks. And we should have semicolons. That 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, 9, 2, 6, 5, 3. So those are the values that we have in our array. Beautiful. Okay, so we have our array set. Now is our job to find the largest and the smallest value. We're going to do that all in one go in a single loop. So finding the largest and the smallest value in our array. Okay, so what we're going to do is say that int largest is 0, and we're going to say that int smallest, we're also going to say that it is some sort of an arbitrary large value. So I'm going to say it's going to be 999, 999, like that. So what I'm doing is I'm just setting it to be a very small number for the largest so that we can update it anytime we find a bigger value. I'm putting the smallest value to the largest value so that we have this arbitrary large value and we're hoping it's going to be smaller. And in this question, we're just going to assume that our values are smaller than 99. We may want to set it even higher when we may want to set it even higher when we analyze larger numbers. Okay. If you want to avoid this, however, actually, I just thought of something better. What we can do is, well, we can say that it's going to be nums at 0. Just give the smallest the value of the first value, and we're going to do the same thing for both, actually. There'll be better initialization. And since we already analyzed the first one, instead of doing for each loop, in this one we can do an index-based loop. So we could say that int I is equal to 1, while I is less than 10, because we know we only have 10 values, like that. But if you wanted to write this little cleaner, we can do num.length, so that we are making sure that we stay within the boundaries of our array. And then we're going to do the following. We're going to say if nums at I is larger than largest, then we can say largest is now updated to nums at I. In the same vibe, what we're going to do is also have another if statement. These are unrelated. We're going to say if num I is less than the smallest value that we have, then what we can do is update smallest to the current nums at I, so that we keep on tracking the small and largest possible value. We can say system.out.println afterwards, largest value is largest value, largest like that. And then we can have the smallest value as smallest being outputted. Like so. So this is the section where we find the largest and the smallest value. Recompile, semicolon here. Nums. There you go. Java video 30. So we're going to add in 314159265 So those are our digits of pi. And in our digits of pi from 3 to 3 right here, our largest value is 9. And we end up getting the smallest value of 1 because we were able to travel through and analyze each individual values in our array. And we updated these two variables called largest and smallest anytime this if statement triggered or if this if statement triggered. All right, and this section here was allowing us to loop 10 times so that we can add 10 values into our array list right here, where we have initialized an integer array like so. So that was our little handy dandy solution, and I just want to say thank you for watching and stay classy.